Hi, this is Paul into Tech Model channel in regards to my up and coming project build with Switcher. And the object of our project is and he's already announced it, is the Flower Class Corvette from Revell. And it's the Platinum Edition, so it's got wooden decks and bits and pieces to fit, plus some a lot of photo etch bits for the actual tankers, for the actual ship as well. There you go. I'm not going to change it, do another video for that mistake. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. The kit number is 05112. It's 1/76 scale, and it's approximately 85 centimeters long. So it's quite a nice size ship, and it will fit quite nicely on my desk when we're actually building it, so that's good. So that's going to be starting for us for the 1st of September of this year. So, and it possibly, as Easter said, it will go from possibly 6 months up to a year, depending on how quickly everything goes. If we get a bit stale, for want of a better word, what we'll do is we're going to intercede with other kits that we've already selected, about 3 I think it is, from our collections, our stashes, to actually build in between, so we can actually have a change of pace, as it were. Now, I will be doing something on the 23rd of this next month, September. I'll be doing a ME109 G6 from 1/48 scale for the Mottram build. And good thing is that I'll get just short of 2 weeks building time on that, up until when I start this project, and then that will be shelved, and I'll put an hour in a week then on that project, every week till it's finished. And to be honest, if I get because of the size of the plane, I should be able to get most of that done anyway. So anyway, back with this. So this is going to be a great build. I haven't done a ship for years, and when I did do one years ago, I wasn't very too clever at it anyway. So this is going to be a pop in a cherry in some ways, because it is a really good doing. And I'll be doing a lot of photo etch with this one as well. So and you may know that I'm not a great lover of photo etch, and I know Switcher isn't, but the point is sometimes it's nice to delve into it. So I've actually got a few things to do, extras to this kit, and I was going to do a kit inbox review of the Corvette, but Switcher's made such a blooming good job of his one. As we're doing a project together, I thought myself, it's easier for me, lazy devil I am, is to actually link his video into mine, so you can go straight to it if you want to have a look at the actual inbox review that the Switcher done. And he did a fantastic job. He covered every element right the way through, picking out bits and pieces, being an old sailor as he is a retired sailor. So that's good. Also today, on this very day, he's actually nipping down to the harbour where he lives in Canada to actually take pictures of the only Corvette that's still well, still about really at the end of the day, and it's been modified back, reinstated, I should say, is a better word, reinstated back to its original World War II form. So that's it. So he's nipping down to the harbour today, take a load of photographs of HMS Sackville, which is the one he's doing. My version, I'm tempted to go with the Cruel Sea version, which is HMS Compass Rose, and some of the older members of the YouTube fraternity, you most probably remember the Cruel Sea, being with I think his name was Jack Hawkins, was the captain, and quite a few other stars are in there. Really great film. I watched it the other day again, and I never bore with that film because it's such a good one. And when you think of the special effects they can do on films these days, what they did in them days in 1952 was really good. You can't see no cardboard effects too much, but it looks really, really good and very atmospheric, and I would say as near as you could get in a film about what it was like to be at sea in World War II on those convoy protection duties that most of the Corvettes did. Switch is going to do obviously the one that's in the Canadian Navy. I'll be doing one that's in the British Navy, which is the HMS's. And as I said, mine must probably be a bogus ship in some ways because it's HMS Compass Rose, but it will encompass everything that was on the ships at the time of the class. So because it's still going to be a Flower Class Corvette. So we'll actually do that. Now I've got some extra bits and pieces. I'm not going to run through them all because I can do that as I build the ship with little short video updates that we're going to be doing for both our builds. And so I've got 2 packs of this particular thing. If I can get focused, yeah. And they're the old rubber dinghies, as I like to call them. You've got the actual resin bits there that looks nice and smooth. Get some rope inside there, and you also get all the photo etch innards and plus photo etch oars, and you've got some metal rods to actually to put the paddle bit of the oar on the end of it. So, and I've got 2 of those, and basically all those paddles will sit inside the boat as well on the model once we're finished. So I've got 2 of those, and just to prove that, there you go. It's just what I mean. That was that one. The next thing I've got is this. I'm just not going to show you everything's in the box, it's a bit of a pain. But if I do that, you'll see what I mean. There you go. These are from Little Ships, by the way, these updates, Little Ships. Brilliant ones. These are the resin dinghies, as they call them. I thought them more of a boat to me. They're 16 footers. You get 2, one either side of the actual Corvette flower class. And with this one same thing, underneath this black bit, there is all the photo etch kept lovely flat. The box is nice and sturdy, so it's good for that. And lots of details, rubs. And you've even got the actual the supports for the ship on that actually lower and raise it. I can't remember the name. It's gone now at the moment. But basically, it was the attachment. It was the boats would be hanging on the davits, and then basically lower it into the water. So all the things to build that boat, and all the actual photo etch bits, build the actual supports on this deck for the boats to go on there, because obviously it'd be sitting into a support on the deck and then lifted up and I'll say thrown out into the sea. Anyway, so that's another bit I've got, so that's quite nice. The next bit is this one, and I'll do that like that. I'm not going to do the box. It's a flower class Corvette funnel and basically the mast set. So this is all in here. It's nice, and the funnel, if I remember, I looked in the box earlier on. It's actually rolled into the circle, so that's nice. Now whether I use the kit one or not, and just use all the etching details from that to go onto the kit funnel, we'll see what happens as we go through the build. And like I said, not a great fan of etch, but do love the fact that you can get some really super details. So that's another box. Next thing I've got is some handrails, and these are all from Little Ship Company. And there's handrails and that nylon string, or rope as I'm going to call it, because that's what it would be on the ship. Very fine, and being nylon, it won't fray very much. I mean, at the end, but you can actually use a little candle or a little bit hot to touch it, and it melts it into one, so it actually won't fray at all. So it's a really good idea. That I like it, and I've got a set of just some supports plus all the supports plus nylon as well. So there you go. Might be able to get some more nylon if I need it. There we go. So that's another bit. The last bit from Little Ships again is for the 4-inch Mark 9 breech loading gun. And I'll just do that. I think you could, yeah, that's better. Might be able to see a bit. That's it. Basically on this you've got the actual gun shields, basically the base of the actual for the gun platform, and a lot of details. And you get a white metal barrel that's actually hollowed out as well, and you get lots of little shells to actually put on the emplacement round where the gun is. So it'd be ready rounds, as I would like to call them. Basically they would have gun lockers with shells in, but also the ready rounds sitting on the bay ready to be used in action. So that's another thing. So they're the extra bits I've got. And also the actual kit comes with a lot of photo etch anyway, so some of what's on here might be duplicated on the inside the box, but that's not an issue. It gives me a choice of thinking which one's the best and going with it, so that'll be okay. So anyway, so that's just my basically I suppose you can call it a little channel update in some ways. The project will be starting on the 1st of September, running between any time between 6 months to 9. And I'm really looking forward to it. Me and Switcher have already had quite a lot of emails running back and forth just on this build alone recently, talking about details and bits and pieces, and him giving me information, me sending bits back to him as well. I'm running a little bit more on Switcher because he's got a lovely ship there already in place, and it's a full-size version of it. And the fact is that he was in the Navy as well. I was in the Sea Cadets, believe it or not, when I was young, 14 I think I was in the Sea Cadets. Used to blow a bugle and do all the bits and pieces, last post and all the things. But so that was when I was in it. And funny, it's really weird when you're in the Sea Cadets and then you go and join the Army. Really weird. And I won't tell you about the Army because that was a bit of a depressing time for me. Some good times there, but most of it was depressing towards the end. So I got out of that pretty quick. Junior infantry, I might add, not regular. Anyway, so that is that then. So, oh yeah, just a quick mention about the Panther. I'm going to be doing an update on that this weekend. I'm going to be putting my spray camo back on because I had to redo the base coat. The reason being is it's been so hot over the last few days here, and I didn't give it a thought. And when I tried to spray, I sprayed the green on and got it looking nice. And then the next day I went to do it, and it must have been even hotter. And I sprayed the dark brown camo, and oh my god, I should have stopped when the first bit went wrong, but you know, it's like you want to do it, so you keep going, you think, oh, I can just sort that out, and it got worse and worse. What it was, the brush was actually spitting the paint and not spraying it. Now, I've never had that trouble before, and of course, should have guessed. I should have put some flow inhibitor into it. Flow inhibitor, not inhibitor, flow aid, which allows it to actually dry slower, and that's what it is. So what I've got to do this weekend, it's not quite so hot today, so it might be alright, but I'm going to spray the two colours either tonight or tomorrow, because we're going out today. So I shall be spraying the spray colours again, and so hopefully on Sunday I will give a quick update on the Panther on the thing, on the actual YouTube. So sorry about that, it went wrong. I found out, I was discussing with Switcher about it, explained the situation to him, and he was banging on the door. No, I forgot all about it. You know these things, when you get to my age you start to forget things, but what it is, I forgot to lower the pressure right down as well. But of course, if I've had the flow in there as well, that would have made a bit different. So I'm going to be doing that today. I'm mixing my paint, or not today, when I do it, I'll be mixing the paint, putting some flow aid into it, so that it slows the drying time down and bringing the pressure down. But this time, I will do a test fit. I've got an old turret in the shed. I'm going to bring it in, clean, give it a good dust off if there's any dust on it, and use that as the spray test to make sure everything's flowing perfectly when I do it. Anyway, so that's what the problem was. No flow aid in it because it was the weather so hot, and also having the air pressure too high, so that's why it started to spit as well. And of course the end of the needle was drying up, being it's Vallejo paints I'm using. So there you go. I still like Vallejo paints. It's my fault that it went wrong, not the paints, not the airbrush, nothing to do with equipment, just purely down to my silliness in regards to the way I mixed the paint and actually used it in regards to air pressures. So thank you very much for watching this video, and as I said, this is it, special project with me and Switcher, starting on the 1st of September this year, running between 6 to a year, depending on, I was interceded sometimes by other builds if necessary. But anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.